Good day everyone, especially to you ma'am. I am Nurse Sandra Chi Canapia from BTLED HE2A. My report is all about house resources management. This is the study tips. First is working through test anxiety. So announcement of test next day can be a bad case of nerves for a student. It's enough to make it hard to think of remember. Pero alam mo ba na the certain amount of stress can be a good thing para sa body mo? Nagiging mas na-alert tayo at yung energy natin is namomotivate tayo para mas gawin natin yung best natin. Like for example, pag nalaman natin na mag-exam tayo the next day. So mas stress nga tayo pero mas namomotivate tayong mag-study kasi ayaw nga natin mabagsak or ayaw natin makakuha ng mababang grade. So nagiging magandang dahilan na rin yung pagiging stress natin kasi namomotivate natin yung sarili natin na mag-study. So you can work through test anxiety by dealing with its two primary aspects. The first is preparation and attitude. So preparation is the basis defense against anxiety. Making and following detailed study plan will help you fight off anxiety. Divided the plan into a easier of small tasks. Completing each task boosts our confidence at nagbibigay din to sa atin ng sense of control. So instead sa maguluhan tayo or mag-worry tayo, mag-focus na lang tayo sa productive action natin tulad ng pag-review natin sa notes natin or yung pag-practicing sa mga problema para ma-set natin yung sarili natin. Next is attitude. Although good preparation will help build confidence, maintaining a positive attitude toward testing is as important as studying. So, see the test has an opportunity to learn. Minsan tayong mga estudyante, pag nakikita natin yung exam natin is naipapaisip tayo na opportunity natin to para ma-fail or parang nagsisink na sa utak natin na baka mabagsak tayo. So, yun yung iiwasan nating isipin natin. Isipin mo na ang test or exam natin is opportunity to para sa atin para matuto. At lalo natin maintindihan yung mga lesson natin. At dahil dito, napapakita nito kung ano yung natutunan natin sa mga natalakay o natakal nating lesson. Here are some key ways to maintain an attitude that will help you. First is be resourceful. Do not limit your learning inside the classroom. Take the initiative to do research. So, like, magtatanong tayo sa teacher or sa student kung sino yung nagre-report, kung ano yung mga bagay na yon o ano yung tinatakel nila. Second, take notes. You cannot remember everything the teacher is saying, so be sure to take note. You can bring your iPad or handle type o pwede ka din mag-record. So, dahil dito sa take note, mas mapapadali nito yung pagre-review natin pagdating ng ating exam. Third is give your instructor a positive rule. So, your instructor don't want to make you miserable. So, they test you to give you and to demonstrate what you have to accomplish. Fourth is seek study partner who challenge you. Your anxiety may get worse if you study with someone who feels just as unconscious and unprepared as you do. So, kailangan mo pa rin pumili ng taong na nagbibigay sa'yo ng inspiration or motivate para mag-study. Like, parang tinutulak ka niya to do your best. Set yourself up to success. Try not to expect failure before you even start. Expect progress of yourself. Take responsibility for creating a setting for success through your preparation and attitude. So, dito, ihanda mo na yung sarili mo. So, you know that you are ultimately responsible for the outcome. So, parang isa-set mo na yung sarili mo para maging successful balang araw. So lastly, finally practice relaxation. When you feel test anxiety coming on, take some deep breath, close your eyes, and visualize positive mental image related to the test, such as getting a good grade and finishing confidently. So, maging confident ka or pag nakakaramdam ka ng kaba, yun, sarado mo ang mga mata mo and huminga ka ng malalim and maging positive ka sa lahat ng oras na yun. To set your mind free na may isip niya kung ano yung dapat mong isagot ng tama. The deter strategy for taking test. Before answering the test questionnaire, better prepare yourself with a deter strategy to have better chances of earning a higher score. So each letter in deter reminds you what you do before you write down your final answer on the exam sheet. So I will show you the each letter of deter kung anong meaning nito. So first D is direction. Concentrate on paying attention. Match apparent forgetting word is caused from an and taking in the materials in the first place. So, in this word is kailangan mong mag-concentrate or mag-pay attention about on your exam. Second letter is E, stand for examine. Study the topic that you consider most important and answer them first. So, mag-study ka sa mga topics nyo na alam mong yun ang pwedeng lumabas sa exam and kunin mo yung mga importance nila para you can answer it first sa iyong exam. Third is letter T, stand for time. Spread out your study period before an exam. Since relearning several days work better than do it all in one day. So, dito, mag-study ka na ng advance before ng day ng examination mo. Mas maganda pa rin yung nag-study ka ng advance para mas lalong nagsisink in sa utak mo kesa sa yung irarush mo yung sarili mo na mag-study in just one day, wala masyadong pumapasok sa utak mo. And hindi ito agad-agad mapaprocess ng mind natin. Kaya wag nating ugaliin na mag-study lang tayo ng one day and tomorrow exam na natin. So, R is stand for review. Recite key points silently or aloud. This produced none by memory expert has rehearsal help fix information in your mind. Kadalasan to ginagawa natin nating mga estudyante. Yung nagre-review tayo ng silently, yung utak lang natin yung nagbabasa or minsan mas preferred sa atin yung magbasa tayo ng malakas para mas lalong na adapt siya ng utak natin. Mas lalo natin na memorize yung mga salita or keyword na dapat nating alalahanin. Para pag sa exam na natin, madali na lang natin itong remember. The second E stand for easiest. So, dito is like, kapag nakuha natin yung task paper natin is sagutan natin kung ano yung madali dun at wag nating hayaang ma-stack up tayo sa mga mahihirap na question. Masasayang lamang yung oras natin na hindi natin nasagutan yung mga madadaling sagot dahil nagstay tayo dun sa mahihirap na question. So here, pinapakita yung paano natin gamitin yung deter method to stay organized and maximize your test performance. So, kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, yung direction is read all test instruction carefully. So, second is examine. Quickly review the entire test to understand its structure. So, i-eliminate mo yung mga maling sagot or option dun sa question na yun. So, T is time. So, plan your time wisely. I-avoid mo yung pag-spend mo ng sobra-sobra sa oras mo. So, the E is easiest. So, kagaya ng sinabi ko, answer the easiest question first to build confident and secure about points. So, last is review. So, pag natapos ka agad sa exam mo, i-review mo muna yung exam mo ng maayos. Or tama ba yung mga nasagot mo doon? Answer easy question. An easy question allow you to express your knowledge and view on a topic in much more extensive manners than any short answer can provide. So, dito is nagpo-provide siya ng freedom para express mo yung point of view mo. So, through nagbibigay ito sa atin ng challenge to both exhibit knowledge and ipakita at para may pakita natin kung ano yung meron tayo or ano yung natutunan natin. So, number 1, start by reading the essay question. Decide which there is choice. Then, focus on if to tackle what if question is asking and the mind action will need to use. So, second is watch for action verb. Creating verb can help you figure out. Then, it's probably this word when you read the question. Clarify what they mean and how to think. Third is budget your time and begin to plan. Create an informal outline to map your ideas, indicating example you can plan to cite and support. So, i-avoid mo yung sobrang paggamit ng time para dun sa or pagsulat dun sa introduction pa lang. Or iwasan mo din yung paggamit or pagsulat ng mga babubulaklaking salita para lang mapahaba mo yung introduction mo sa iyong essay. So, 4 is write your essay. So, write with an idea that cite your topic and premise. In the first paragraph, introduce key points tulad ng idea, cost, effect, or mga event example. 5 is reread and review your essay. So, look for ideas you left out. So, tignan mo yung mga ideas na hindi mo nabigyan or mahina yung support na or example na naibigay mo. So, isulat mo siya ulit or dagdagan mo siya ulit para hindi ma-confuse or hindi makulangan yung mga taong magbabasa ng iyong essay. And also check your grammar and spelling. So, here's the common action verb on essay test. First is analyze, compare, construct, criticize, define, describe, discuss, enumerate, explain, illustrate, interpret, outline, prove, review, state, summarize, and trace. So, ito yung kailangan meron ka doon sa essay mo.